And Grant, having a lengthy bench, so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Ja Morant is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Randall in at the four-man position. Now here's Siakam. Pass to Rose. Here's Wade. Shoots over Halliburton. Wade, that's good.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Rose can't connect. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. And it's good. 2 points.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Halliburton, the pass to Williamson. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. Man, can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Williamson against Siakam. Here's Wade. Counted from distance. Wade's got 5.
And that's just a really good-looking three-point shot from D. Wade. You have to crowd him as he's rising up for that one.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's time for next man. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Bust and move. You're on beat.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Morant, the pass to Randall. Here's Embiid. Back to Randall. Pass to Halliburton. This one for 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Tatum, here we go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Taking it strong. Tatum forcing his way to the line, playing aggressively.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
A shot to stop the run. Morant with the bucket, getting it done inside.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Wade. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. White looking it over. Outside Morant. Randall on the screen. Launches it. Morant, no good. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Siakam. Great D that time from Williamson.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Morant, the pass to Embiid. Good, and the setup by Morant.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. On the wing, Wade. Siakam outside. The 3. Randall pulls down the board. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Morant. Collins against Williamson. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Collins. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Here's Wade. He's guarded by White. And that one's good. Wade's got 7 points.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Warriors make some changes. Markkanen comes in for Siakam, and it's Andrew Wiggins in for Wade. Kessler, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Williams comes in for Randall. 1:11 left in the opening quarter. Here's Morant. The open J off the mark.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Pass to Rose. And here's Collins. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. Over Morant. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
At 6'8" with a nice release point, Tatum's jumper is a tough one to disrupt.
Now here's Williams. To the inside. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Now Rose. No points so far. Collins with a screen on Morant. From deep, Rose. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead, leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
We've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen. John Collins out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors 5. And he can't get the first one. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Carney passes to Tatum. Collins with a screen on Williamson. To the paint. And Collins with the slam.
Agility coming into play there as Collins moves so well and so quickly in those pick and roll sets.
Ball with it. To the middle. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Outside Tatum. Over Williamson. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Tatum's got 7 points.
Great rhythm to that shot. Tatum right off the pass.
Ball finds Williamson. Poke loose. Tatum with it. Now guarded by White. Carney passes to Tatum. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Pelicans. Halliburton's checked in for Paul. The Warriors lead by 7. Thompson passes to Collins. Up top, Tatum. And it's blocked by Kessler. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Here's Williams. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
Yeah, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. His shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And the Pelicans also making a change. Morant's checked in. And Williams drops them both. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. There's been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Tatum. He has 7. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. Halliburton outside. Five to shoot. Launches a 3. Warriors with the rebound. To the left side wing. Outside Tatum. Tatum on the drive. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
The speed of Tatum's drive makes it so tough to defend. You just don't get a chance to stop him.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Here, Wade's checked in. Embiid, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Harris comes in for Zion Williamson. Morant finds Embiid. Markkanen against Harris. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
On the wing, Wade, back to Rose. Collins with a screen on Halliburton. Rose, the pass to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Halliburton looking for an opening. Embiid against Collins. Outside for Halliburton. Kept alive. Embiid. Harris outside. From outside the arc. Rose grabs the board.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Markkanen with a screen on Halliburton. Rose, the pass to Thompson. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Morant into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Rose, the pass to Thompson. Here's Wade. Markkanen outside. Let's go with a 3. And no good. Pelicans trail by 5. Halliburton outside. Over to the left wing. Embiid inside. Collins defending. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Shot is up. The Pelicans pull it in. Morant surveying the floor. Pass to Embiid. Some solid defense from Markkanen. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wade. 7 points in the game. Collins outside. From deep, Rose knocks it down from distance. Rose has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Morant. 1 second left. It's good.
Did he get it off in
It
time?
counts at the buzzer.
That's a feel good.
Wow. Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a... All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. Julius Randle out there with Halliburton. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Morant in at the 1. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Morant. Another shot. Offensive rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Team foul.
The Warriors lead by 9. Rose, the pass to Tatum. Back to Rose. And here's Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Randall. Tatum against Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from the block. Warriors with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Halliburton. Oh, taking the contact. Halliburton.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Here's Rose. And the layup is good off the glass. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. Randall, left side. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Embiid. Second chance shot. Look at Morant working the paint. Nice.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Here's Rose, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul. John Collins checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Pelicans. White's checked in. And here's New Orleans now. 7-point differential. Embiid inside. Collins there. Embiid misses. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Rose. 9 points in the game. Wade misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Randall finds Morant. Now Williamson. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Embiid, good. Embiid's got 6 here in the quarter.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
Tatum passes to Collins. To the wing, right side. Here's Rose. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Williamson passes to Randall. Shoots over Siakam. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. And stolen by Williamson. To the wing on the left. Inside. Outside for Morant. Pass to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
The first free throw is good.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Wade. And Grant is subbed in for Rose. Williams is checked in for the Pelicans. Paul comes in for Ja Morant. It's both from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Grant finds Tatum. From the arc. Hauled in by Paul. Pelicans trail by 3. Screen by Embiid. And it's Paul with the 3. Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's why Chris Paul is so special, is because he can just navigate around pick and rolls, find open areas, and there's just no defense for that.
Oh, deflected. White with the steal.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Pass to Embiid. For the lead. 4 seconds left. Ooh, look at Embiid converting it close.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for New Orleans. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. John Collins out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors 5. Offensive rebound. Outside for Morant. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. The Warriors trailing. Now Rose. Thompson outside. Here's Collins. Back to Thompson. Out to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
A shooter of Rose's skill is just automatic. I mean, he's ready to strike at a moment's notice.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Morant for 3. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The 3 from Thompson. Oh, and Klay makes that 3 look so easy.
Klay not forcing anything, just waiting for his time and collecting points in the flow of the offense.
The Pelicans have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Halliburton, the pass to Harris. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Halliburton on the wing, guarded by Rose. Here's Kessler. Lays it up and banks it in.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Pass to Thompson. Collins with a screen on Halliburton. Collins outside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Morant. Circus shot, Ja Morant.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And the Warriors make some changes. Siakam, he's checked in for John Collins. Jason Tatum comes in for Markkanen. And it's Wade in for Andrew Wiggins. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Williamson outside. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Embiid finds Halliburton. Embiid, a screen on Thompson. Halliburton against Thompson. Halliburton, the pass to Embiid. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Morant. Embiid inside. Pounded by Tatum. Embiid can't hit. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Tatum. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Pass to Randall. Embiid with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
1:56 left in the fourth. With the step back to the inside. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam!
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Here's Embiid. Down low. And it's Randall with the jam.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Tatum. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
There's a minute 26 left in the game. Williamson looking around. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Siakam. Tatum with it. Randall's in his pocket to tie it up. And it's Tatum missing. Siakam. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
And this is why the team relies on Siakam. In the big moments, you can trust him with the shot.
Thompson against Halliburton. They get it back.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. 50 seconds left in the final quarter. Thompson outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Halliburton on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Pass to Embiid. him. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
And it's in.
And this guy is made for these moments. Tatum, the big-time shot.
Rose against Morant. To the paint. Outside for Halliburton. And he drills the triple. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
An insane scenario. Not enough time for a catch-and-shoot three, so it has to be an alley-oop that draws the and one foul.
So it's the Pelicans who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Behring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.